Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am super excited for today's video because it is going to mark our very first Halloween nail set of the year, and I also had a subscriber send in a design for me that I will try my best to recreate. So if you're interested to see how that goes, then keep on watching. Alright, so for our nails, we are going to use a SAVILAND professional nail art kit that they had sent over to me, and I'm super excited to see how this performs, so let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm pulling out is the manual, which is nice because if this is your first time using anything like this, or this is the first kit that you have purchased, then it's nice because it gives you a nice picture manual on how to do it. And here we have all of the tips, and this seems like they are long full cover coffin shaped tips. We do get a nice nail file in here. We also get a nice buffing block in here. We're getting a tip cutter in this as well. And then we have our SAVILAND nail extension nail art glue. So this is the glue gel. And last but not least, we have one of the small little UV LED nail lamps that come with a lot of these kits. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick out my sizes and put them on, and I will be right back. Now I have all of the nails on, and I think they look amazing. They were so quick and easy to put on. It probably took me like 5 minutes to get them on one hand, so super impressed and super easy to use. All right, let's get into the designs. SAVILAND has also sent me some nail paint, so that's what we're going to be using for the whole entire set today. And let's open this up and I will show you what this looks like. Alright, so they've sent me their colored gels that are in a pot, so I'm so excited to use these. And they also sent me a whole pack of brushes, and we'll see if we can use any of those. And then we also have a little manual as well. The set we're going to be doing that was sent in by a lovely subscriber is this one right here. So for the pinky nail, I decided to go with this super vibrant blue. It is a little bit lighter than what it looks like in the picture, but we're just gonna go ahead with it and see how that goes. All right, and I was able to find the red just because they don't really look like what it looks like on the lid, so it's just a little bit difficult. I just kind of have to guess what it would be. So these are the two colors, and I was able to find them. They seem super pigmented, so I'm super excited to use those. When it comes to the brush, this is the brush I'm going to try to use first and see how that goes. Just before I start the design, I am going to take some matte top coat, and I'm going to top coat that really quickly. And that way it's just going to give me a nice base to do the designs without the color slipping and sliding. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Alright, so I went ahead and got myself something that I could probably rest my nail on. And hopefully that helps me do these designs a lot better.
Perfect.
Alright, and for the rest of the nail, I'm just going to take that blue and fill in the rest of the nail. Now the colors that they have sent doesn't come with a gray, so I'm just going to use my own gray I have. And I'm going to start by drawing some of the buckled details. So let's just put one right here. Alright, and right from there we're going to do our straps from here outwards now. And just for the black, I'm going to use the one from what they have sent me. And for this though, I am actually going to go ahead and use my own brush just because I have a super thin brush. And I want to be able to make the details as detailed as possible. Now this whole subscriber draw my nail thing, I think started with Emily Susanna. I watch her all the time and she does these amazing nail art inspired by drawings done by her subscribers. And I always have found that that's such a cool and neat idea. And I've always wanted to do it as well, but I just never knew that I would have a subscriber who would willingly draw me a design till now. So I'm super excited and grateful for her. So shout out to her for drawing this design for me to recreate, and finally for me to be able to do a subscriber draws my nails episode. And before I top coat this with some glossy top coat, I'm going to take some matte top coat just because it is quite thicker than regular top coat, and it's just going to fill in the bumps and ridges. And I'm going to go ahead and cure it again. And once that is cured with some matte top coat, I'm going to go ahead with some glossy top coat and top coat this and finish it off. So it looks like the next few nails have a white base. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the white on the next 3 nails. I am then going to take my matte top coat and matte these few nails up, and we will start on the designs. I'm just going to grab the black and I'm actually going to outline the shape of the cuts. Next, I'm just going to go in with the brush, the blue brush, and I am going to smear those lines out, making them less harsh and giving them more of that blurring look. And next I just mixed some red with some black, and I'm just gonna go over it once again with that little mixture that I had made to give it more depth. And we're gonna just add some of that red, and we're gonna go ahead and blur it out so it's not as harsh looking. Next, I'm just going to take a brush and fill it all in with the red. And the last thing we're going to do for this nail is get that same gray color that I had made earlier, and we are going to make little stitches. And once we're done with that, we are going to go ahead and top coat this as well. Alright, so now I feel like it's time for the most trickiest part of the nail design, and I'm not too sure where I want to start it. So I'm going to start off by making some shapes. Alright, so I have my shape kind of laid out now, and next I'm just going to go ahead and start by filling it up. So the only things I have left right now is the hair, which I'm just going to make little marks like so. And that's just pretty much the marks for the hair. Okay, and now in my brain, I feel like it only makes sense for me to go ahead and paint on the overalls first, just because I feel like that's going to give us a good starting base. So I'm just going to start off with the overalls. So that's just right here. I tried searching for the hair color in what they had sent me and I wasn't able to, so I'm just going to use my own color and use this orangey color for the hair. And I'm going to use that now for the hair instead. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to maybe mix a few colors, but I wasn't able to find the undertones. So I wasn't able to find the undertones that I wanted. So I'm just gonna do it this way and just use a color I already had that is similar to the hair color. And now just to sharpen up the face, I am just going to go in with the white again. And just carve out the face. Now I know you can't really see it too much on my little Chucky doll, but I am going to try my best to add some hands. This might not work, but I still want them in there even though we can't really see them. Perfect. Before I go on and do the little details, I am going to take some of that matte top coat and I'm going to matte top coat this again. And this is just going to level everything out for me again so I can go in with my black and make some fine details. Alright, and now let's begin with the details. So I'm going to use my own brush for this again just because I feel like it's a little bit more fine. Alright, and for this nail, I am just going to take some top coat and top coat this little guy up. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cure that now, and next we're going to start with the next nail. So I ended up going in and making that little cut right there just because I felt like it looked too cute and I didn't want it to look too cute. Alright, next it's time for the next nail. Now I did go ahead and try to mix a color already, like a purpley color. It's a little off, but it'll do. And I'm going to start off with making the dagger first for this nail. And just to make the little spills, I'm just making 2 dots. And then I'm grabbing my own brush and just kind of making them drip. Perfect, and I'm going to go ahead and cure that before it bleeds too much. No pun intended. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in to the red with a brush now, and I'm just going to coat the bottom with the red. And this just seems very random, so I don't want to just make it like a straight line across. I want to, yeah, like something like that, and I'm going to go ahead and cure. Alright, and once I'm happy with how that looks, it's time to top coat this as well. Alright, and finally for the last nail, I'm going to go ahead and get some matte top coat, and I will top coat that and cure. Okay, and next I'm just going to go ahead and do these stripes, which shouldn't take too long because they're not as thin and detailed. So while I do these, I am just going to take the opportunity right now to talk about the products that I've used. So when it comes to the nails themselves, I really like them. I thought that they fit my nails really well. And I love the shape of them, and I really liked the little apex of them, and they were quite sturdy. They're really thick actually. I don't know if you can see that. So they're super thick. They look like they could pass for as acrylics. So I'm really impressed with those so far. And then when it comes to these colors, there are a few colors in here that are very similar to one another, but that being said, I still really like the way they are performing, and I am so happy that they have sent me these things because I was going to be purchasing them on my own anyways to review, so I'm glad that I was able to do it this way. And So far, really like them, and I would definitely be using them again. Alright everyone, and that concludes our first Halloween nail design for 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video of me following a design that one of my subscribers had sent in to me. And a huge shout out once again to Emily Susanna for coming up with this challenge and doing it first. That's where I have been seeing it, and I've been following all of her subscribers draw my nail challenges, and I am always in awe of what she could do. So I hope you enjoyed my little version of that, and if you're interested in sending me a nail design, then you can do so by just sending it as a DM on my Instagram. And without further ado, I shall see you all in my next video. Bye!